Hi, everyone, and thanks for joining us tonight. We begin this evening with a tribute to a fallen hero. Mark Forrester proudly served his country in the Air Force for approximately 3 years. He was serving in Afghanistan when he was killed trying to save a buddy. At halftime of tonight's Alabama basketball game, the university honored Mark's memory in a rather unique way. WVUA's Lindsay Price was there.
He knew that one of his missions on Earth was to help defeat terrorism and to protect our country. And he chose to do that on his own.
Thad Forrester is talking about his brother Mark and his love for his country. Mark was a senior airman in the United States Air Force. He was killed in Afghanistan on September 29, 2010, while attempting to save a fallen comrade. Thad says his brother wasn't your average man.
Mark wasn't your average man. He wasn't just your average man in the military. He lived very high standards. He loved this country and he loved this university. And you know, there are many, many pictures of Mark while he was deployed to Afghanistan where he's wearing an Alabama cap.
At halftime of Tuesday's Alabama basketball game, the Tide's golf team gave Forrester's family a golf bag with his name on it. Sophomore Corey Whitsett carried it during the Patriot All-American Invitational, which he went on to win. Whitsett says it was an honor.
Have a positive impact on the troops and the things that they do for us and our freedoms every day. It was really cool having his name on the bag, just looking at it and seeing the things that he's done for our country and how close he was, you know, with me, not even knowing him, going to Alabama and being a part of the Crimson Tide family. It was special.
Forrester says this means a lot to his family.
We really just wanted Corey to know what kind of man he was representing. Mark is one of our own. I mean, he went to school here. He graduated from Alabama, and the high standards that Mark had and the skilled warrior that he was, and it also, you know, Corey, the athlete that he is and how he represents the university. I mean, we're excited about meeting him because from what we've heard from his coach, he's not just your average man either.
When you lose a loved one, it's a great loss, and I was just glad I could help that in any way. Meeting them, I mean, his parents were so nice and kind, and his mom just gave me a big hug, and it was special.
In Tuscaloosa, Lindsay Price, WVUA News.
And you can learn more about Mark and events sponsored in his honor on his website. For a shortcut, go to our website, WVUATV.com, and click on Numbers and Links. Well, changing gears, as you all know, today was Valentine's Day, and celebrations of love can take all forms: flowers, chocolate, cards, just to name a few. But for some, nothing is better than exchanging rings and saying those magic words, "I do."
You promise to love her, keep her in sickness and in health, and forsake all others as long as you both show them.
I do.
Do you, Ashley Ann Smith, take this man whom you hold by the hand to be your lawful wedded husband?
I do.
You promise to love him, keep him in sickness.
And with those words, Billy Jack Stevens took Ashley Smith to be his wife. They exchanged vows before Tuscaloosa County probate judge Hardy McCollum this morning. The couple told us they have another ceremony planned for July, but Stevens says he told his fiancée he would change her last name on Valentine's Day. She didn't believe him, proved her wrong. As for the wedding later this summer,
Well, I will now, by the authority...
Men don't plan weddings, women do. I keep telling her that. She keeps asking me, but I tell her, that's your day. I got mine today.
good advice right there. As for those couples who have been married for a while, how do you keep that fire burning in your romance year after year? Well, according to marriage and family counselor Dick Hastings, it's all about the basics when it comes to marriage and relationships. He says honesty, communication, and making time for each other are the most important things. Bottom line, a healthy relationship takes work.
Drifting's okay. It's a part of relationships. You just don't want to let it continue. You want to get back to closeness, oneness, togetherness. And you do that by getting back to the basics. Don't let the basics go.
Of course, Valentine's Day is not only associated with sweet treats, but also sweet smells. For many people, nothing says I love you like a bouquet of flowers. Florists throughout the city scramble to fill the last-minute orders placed today. Though some customers walk in, deliveries are common. Jill Parsons, a sales associate at Pat's Florist, says people enjoy receiving deliveries during the week.
Ladies and men want their delivery delivered in front of people. It's not really about it being delivered to the house. It's not really about getting the flowers. It's really about seeing other people know that somebody cares and loves them, and they want. That's exciting. And so when it falls on a weekday, it's always a better day. It's always a better Valentine's usually.
Meanwhile, on the other side of things, what if Valentine's Day is more of a singles awareness day to you? Well, as they say, there's an app for that. The X app blocks you from calling or texting a former significant other. And if you still have some old Valentine's gifts around and you want to get rid of them, there's an app for that too. The Never Liked It Anyway app can help you out there. And on the web, you can voice your best rants, poems, or songs about the lost love of your life at dearoldlove.com. Changing gears with a first look at Alabama's home team forecast, here's Chief Meteorologist Richard Scott. Richard?
Hey, John, kind of cool on this Tuesday night. 51 degrees in Tuscaloosa. Actually, we're the warm spot. Meridian's got 41, Birmingham 49, Anniston at 47, down towards State Capital, Montgomery at 51 down. And we'll continue to cool off tonight. Going to be a cold night, but it warms right back up tomorrow for our Wednesday. And cloud cover starting to break up. We should have a little sun early tomorrow morning. Expect clouds to gradually break up and then actually re-intensify through the day. Even some showers are possible by 3 o'clock or so expect the cloud cover to re-increase after a little break early in the day. 69 degrees for 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Some places will hit 70 depending on how much sun you see. Also, some showers are possible. What about the rest of that forecast? And how about a cold weekend ahead? Your forecast is coming up.
Okay, Richard, see you in a little bit. Tuscaloosa city officials face many difficulties when setting up the new farmers market. Many farmers expressed discontent during the construction process. But as Travis Leader reports, the market is set to open in a couple of months, and everyone seems to be happy with the end result.
I believe that, again, there was some communication breakdown.
City Councilman Lee Garrison, who has taken a lead role in setting up the river market even before construction began, believes the city has finally found common ground with local farmers.
They have really started to come on board now and realize that this is a great facility and a great opportunity to really take the market to the next level.
And River Market Department Head Wendy Riggs says after last Thursday's meeting with local farmers, both sides came together on the ground rules.
We talked about rules, we talked about regulations, we talked about things that work and don't work in the existing market.
The City Council went ahead and passed the new regulations on suspended rules, so farmers know what to expect when the market opens this spring.
We came to the City Council, said, here's what we heard, this is what we'd like to do. They said, let's go forward with it. And if we wait for another week, it's just delaying the process.
Garrison says the river is becoming a new center of Tuscaloosa living.
The amphitheater, the river market, the museum down there, the Riverwalk itself, they're going to lend so much of a betterment of quality of life for people that live in Tuscaloosa.
Reporting in Tuscaloosa, Travis Leader, WVUA News.
And along with the farmers market, the city hopes to schedule weddings and other events once the river market becomes fully operational. That is projected to happen on May 5th. New at 10 tonight, a new study says Tuscaloosa may need to build thousands of homes to keep up with its increasing population. According to the Tuscaloosa Housing Needs Analysis, the city may need nearly 9,000 new homes in the next 5 years. The study not only accounted for houses lost in the April 27th tornado, but it also factored in the growing general and student populations. Incident Command's Meredith Lynch says the study will be an asset for the city in the road to recovery.
This study will help us examine and make those decisions for any kind of rezoning purposes or for rebuilding purposes to decide what's best for our community.
The study also forecasts the city will continue to see additional sustaining population growth in the years to come.